Yo, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, we're going to be playing some Living Legend. We're going to be playing Zen tonight. Last couple of times we played LL. I think I played Aurora, and then we played New last week. And then now tonight, we're going to be playing Zen. So, Zen is not really a deck that, I've honestly spent too much time on in the past. Like, I don't know. I never really seemed to enjoy the deck when it was in CC or like really get a feel for it or a vibe for it. But I think in LL the deck is just kind of too good to look over if I'm being honest. So I don't know. Like I think Zen is just very very powerful. And like Misfail as a set's very very impactful. It has been on the whole game. So it feels like we're silly not to at least look at these heroes to at least see how they feel in LL and see like if they're good enough or not. Um, One thing I will say about some of my LL testing is that if worst comes to worst, like we can literally just fall back on Starvo. I played a lot of Guardian, like just we can fall back on Starvo and play that if that's how the games decide, if that's how like LL kind of feels. I'm kind of hoping that we find something better than Starvo because I think there will be probably like a solid 20 or 25% of the room will be on Starvo if I'm being honest, just because I think that is like what people will default to is like the de facto best deck, even though that might not be the case with what's going on. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Gavin, Ben, Pyronix, Electrum, Michael, what is going on, guys? How is everybody? From one misfail hero to another, honestly, yeah, at this point, it's kind of how it feels because like it's just such a powerful set, right? Hey, Rose, Tunix, what's up? If Starvo is the best deck, Oldhim is the best deck, trust. So I think that Oldhim's problem is that he can't beat like the premier aggro decks, and that's where like Starvo kind of like steps in, is that it has like game into the premier aggro decks. And I think that's one of my concerns with playing Oldhim. Honestly, as much as I love Oldhim, I don't know that Oldhim is that good with Count Your Blessings gone. I kind of fear that like Count Your Blessings might have been like where Oldhim like kind of peaked at in LL, to be honest. I don't know. If I'm wrong, I hope I am wrong because I love Oldhim, but Oldhim definitely died for Starvo's sins. Yeah, I agree with that. Dio's pretty sick in LL. Get the high octane again. High octane for LL is very, very impactful. Like just being able to play like high octane Dio is really, really cool. It is very broken and it can do some really, really dumb stuff. I don't know, like Dio was something I was considering, but I kind of just decided to step away from it. I don't know, just like try and play other things just in case it wasn't good enough. How have Zen deck lists adjusted after the Needles ban? So Anvil, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you guys my Zen deck list. We're going to talk about some of the cards. I actually stole the deck list from one of the guys that I'm like in a testing group with for Worlds. I have yet to actually like make a sideboard guide for it and stuff like that, but I just kind of grabbed the list and I've just been playing it and kind of sideboarding how I see fit. I have never really played Zen before. I think I might have played like 8 games of Zen like before this, like all time ever. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Like we're kind of learning with Zen as we go through tonight. It's going to be interesting. But I played 5 games earlier today. I think I am 3-2 or 2-3 so far. I can't remember on my games I played with Zen. I'm definitely learning more. Like having this like toolboxy deck is really cool. I am like learning that the Art of War combo turn is really really stupid. I always played against it and I never played like with it. So I know how to beat it if that makes any sense, but I'm not exactly sure like how to play with it. So that's like one of the things I'm trying to figure out tonight. I wish Oldhim could exist where Starvo is legal, but not massively OP. Agreed, Electrum. I wish it could. I wish Oldhim could be played without like Crown of Seeds ban. I know that they did that for Starvo, but it hurts Oldhim more than it does Starvo, sadly. Did anyone notice how the ProQuest winners were presented as a percentage this week? It looks like though there were 8 ProQuests globally. Yeah, so Electrum, we actually talked about that yesterday during the beginning of the stream. That the percentages were really, really weird. And it was very different. I'm gonna be honest, like you can kind of like do the math-ish and like try to figure it out, like how many like ProQuests there were of each. There were 8 LL ProQuests this past weekend that has been confirmed by a couple of people that I've talked to. So with 8 LL ProQuests this weekend, I think it was like 2 were won by Viserai, and then the rest of them won 1, I think is like kind of how it broke down. So I think that's what it ended up doing. I played Oldhim without Crown of Seeds, and it was fine, but no CYB just makes it dead. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. Like CYB being gone just makes it dead. Yo, what's up, dude? Do not let me down on my list, dude. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my very, very best to bring you some justice tonight as we're playing through the list. I'm hopeful that it looks. I can make it look pretty good. Learning Zen and like learning LL Zen at the same time is going to be pretty interesting. So, but yes, I am. I am. I hope I do you some justice tonight, Wyatt. I hope I do you some justice tonight, Wyatt. All right. Without further ado, let's talk about the deck list. And let's go ahead and jump in. So when you're looking at the deck list, a lot of this, I feel like a lot of the stuff is pretty standard. Someone mentioned the LL chart was misreported and the chain was supposed to be another Briar. Yeah. Somebody did mention that last night, Pyronic, 100%. Well placed Ice React and Shield could give a leg up and build space for CYBs against aggro, so I think it was fine. Okay, that's fair. I played my last 2 PQ. Sadly, I decided I needed to put Slippy into a closet till December. Till then, I decided I will learn Mario for the Pro Quest next week. Okay, well, dude, Michael, I hope it goes well on Mario next week. A lot of this feels pretty standard to me for like, like what we're looking at. I was kind of expecting there to be 3 mauling keys in the deck, if I'm being honest. Bonds being restricted means we're on 1, and it is the blue one. The fact that you can play 1 bonds and it fits into a blue slot like works super well. Blue Bonds of Ancestry just works out really, really well. I don't know, like it's felt very clean in all of the games that I've played. Another card that really stands out to me is Blue Plunder Run. Blue Plunder Run has felt absolutely phenomenal so far. Being a blue that allows you to transcend, also draw a card. It's a pitch if you need it to be. It fits all of those roles very, very well. You can arsenal it to set up for a transcend. Like you can set it up in an arsenal for a big 5-card hand to try and extend and draw some more cards. Blue Plunder Run feels like it fits the bill very, very well in Living Legends In. Let's keep going through the list here. You know what? Hang on 1 second. Let me go ahead and write that timestamp down so I can remember to go back and grab that for a short later. Let's see. Oh, this was a card I was actually talking to Wyatt about this earlier. Maul has felt a little underwhelming to me so far. And I asked Wyatt, I said, is there something else we should be playing here? Like, is this card underwhelming for you? And he was like, dog, that's crazy. He was like, this card's insane. So I kind of figured that when I felt like it wasn't playing very well, that it was a pilot error. Wyatt kind of confirmed that for me. So we're going to be looking to try and make Maul work tonight and make it feel better in the deck. So, I don't know. Like, I have faith. Wyatt has played a lot more Zen than me. Zen than I guess. We actually top 8'd the same Living Legend Battle Hardened last year in Columbus. He was playing Zen and I was playing Aurora. He was actually one of my losses on the way to top 8. So he's played a lot of Zen in both in CC and LL, I believe. So I take a lot of things that Wyatt has to say, like kind of just take his word for it. I think he's like put together a really, really good deck. Keep moving to the sideboard here. Oh, actually, this card is crazy. This card is crazy. I have never actually cast this card until recently, but like just drawing 3 cards off this is absolutely nuts. Like this feels so good. I was kind of like, I'm not going to lie. I kind of thought that Wyatt was coping a little bit when this was in his list, but nah, this card's nuts. This card's actually just nuts and it fits in so well. Yo, Martin, what's up, dude? How are you, buddy? Why did they remove Ira from the meta? Are you talking about from LL? I kind of thought they were going to restrict needles, not ban, if I'm being honest, Brock. So I don't know. How's new on Saturday? Wait, what? How's new on Saturday? Wait, what do you mean? I'm playing a CC Pro Quest on Saturday, so we won't be playing LL. Runeblade still took over 60% of the LL events this win. Runeblade is probably the most, like one of the most broken classes of all time, honestly. Like just Runeblades in general are very, very ridiculously powerful. So I think Runeblade's just broken in it, like in the game in general, even with 3 Warmongers being in the game. So imagine getting to play 3 Orions, but they're just called Toma Divinity. Oh, Kevin, that's so real. Oh, dude, you can play Tome of Divinities in LL Prism, can't you? Kevin, if you were gonna play Prism and LL, which you might at Worlds, I don't know, would you play New Prism or OG Prism? Hey, what's up, Fapton? Because I jumped off for a second while you were testing. Oh, gotcha. Oh, New felt pretty good. We went 2-2, Michael, but the deck felt really, really good. The deck, like, I think new is honestly like kind of leading the LL charge for me right now for like LL decks, but we're gonna see how Zen feels tonight and how it plays. Yo, Dave, what's up, dude? Hey, Johnny, how are you, buddy? I would play New Prism because I can't play OG, so it's not like a personal preference. It's more of like a you don't know how to play OG Prism, so you would play the new one. I mean, I still think New Prism is really good. You can just jam the OG Luminaris in the New Prism, and it's actually pretty broken, right? Trying to get home, otherwise good. Thanks. How are you? Martin, I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. Also, we missed a big hydrate from Tunix. Big hydrate for Tunix here. Anyway, I think the decision to ban needles was to stay in line with the other equipment. Oh, yeah. They did mention it in the article, Electrum. They mentioned that they want to restrict deck cards and ban arena cards, I think is what they said. None of the play patterns port between prisms. Okay, that makes sense. Just about right now that you missed it. Now, Tunix, I got you. It takes me a minute sometimes, but I got you. I got you sometimes. Having so much fun on Puffin. Thank you so much for introducing it. Been loving exploring it. Yo, I am glad that you were enjoying Puffin, Johnny. Puffin's a lot of fun. I've really been enjoying playing the deck. Every time I play it and people comment after like the stream, and I don't mean this in a negative way, I always realize that I have so much to learn. I just have so much to learn. So I don't know. Like I love playing decks where I feel like I'm learning things. We just have to make sure that we're giving ourselves 2 to 3 weeks to do nothing but hard test the decks we're looking for Worlds. Needle and Retrieve is a combo that shouldn't exist. It is kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy, Michael. I was on Starvo at the Armory the other day and played a Warmongers and a Viz. He played double Mordred and set up 24 rune chants and then did a 60 damage turn. Got me wanting to play Zen for Zen State. So Zen State tokens actually feel insane against Viserai. I think Zen might be one of the natural counters to Viserai. I don't know how accurate that is, but it feels like it really could be. There is a really neat line where you can block with the headpiece. There is a really, really neat line. What's it called? There's a really, really neat line with Zen and LL where you're able to block with 12 Petal Kasaya, and you're also able to block with Traverse the Universe, search up a chi, and then let the attacks go to like the damage step, and then in resolution, you can actually pitch the 12 Petal Kasaya. In resolution or in damage, you can pitch the chi to 12 Petal Kasaya to make a Zen State token. So it allows you to like block extra damage. It does seem like it's very important to do this correctly, like in like the Zen Mirror against Aurora, against Viserai, against Chain probably. So it seems like one of those really, really cool interactions where 12 Petal Kasaya and Traverse the Universe plays really well together. Seems like it could be cool anyway. Let's see. There might be people who don't know about that, so that might be like a good short opportunity as well. I try to take moments from the stream where I'm talking about cards that I think are impactful, and I like to turn them into shorts to like try and like help get content to other audiences. It's possible restricting needles would have been better. Some of the Zen decks would have had to consider getting rid of Upsticks package, but Ira, so I think Ira would have stuck with it for sure. I think that Ira would have stuck with it. Like it's like kind of the deck's identity in LL. It feels like, but I think Zen, like you probably would have just ended up cutting it without both needles, right? And you just play like the dummy Zen deck that we have in front of us. All right. As we continue to move towards the sideboard, let's talk about some of the cards that I think stand out to me. The first one is Amnesia. Amnesia is a really cool mirror tech piece for Zen because you're reliant on names of Crouching Tiger to be like on the combat chain or Descendant Gustwave or Bonds of Ancestry to be able to do some really cool combo turns. So I think Amnesia lines up really well as like a very good mirror breaker tool. Plus, it's a popper that we can use, like, against Prism if we run into one. So Amnesia's actually been really cool, and I really like having a 3 of this in the sideboard. This is like really good sideboard tech. I can't believe that Betsy won a ProQuest. I honestly did not know that Betsy won a ProQuest. That is actually kind of crazy. I did not know that, to be honest. Wait, Betsy won a ProQuest? Are we being for real? Are y'all trolling me right now, or is this like actual Betsy won a ProQuest? The other side, like, there's 2 more sideboard cards that I want to talk about here. Unmovable is one. So Unmovable is not really a card that I feel like I think of very often when I'm talking about like playing ninja decks or like really aggro decks in general. But on Zen, you're close to like these, 30 count blue deck that has a lot of these like chi and things like that you're looking to pitch some turns. And having Unmovable in Arsenal is a great tech piece for like Oldhim or more specifically Starvo, but it's good against anything that's looking to go really tall or do some dumb stuff. Could be good against Prism too. So I think Unmovable is like a really cool tech piece that naturally I would not have thought of in the sideboard as in, but your high blue count and the fact that we need to try and beat Starvo's like high rolling nonsense with Oakenolds and Spinal Crushes when they're fused is very, very impactful. And Unmovable feels like it can go a long way in the sideboard. Unmovable into bonds? Wait, what? What do you mean unmovable into bonds? I'm not sure what you mean. Ira doesn't feel anywhere near powerful enough now, and there's no opportunity to achieve the power fantasy she has in LL. That's fair. I get that. The deck list is on the website. Yo, Betsy actually won a ProQuest. That's crazy. Was it like hardcore fatigue Betsy, or was it like normal Betsy that was just like attacking and doing things? Like, was it just a normal Betsy that was attacking and doing things? Also, Red Unmovable lets you play the cool promo, which is important. Tonix gets it. If you get to play a promo, it's even better. It's even better. Aggro Betsy. Yo, that's wild. You guys said it's on the website? Hang on, we're going to look at this. I have to see this. I have to see this aggro Betsy deck. Hang on, let me get it pulled up and then I'll slide it over here. Deck list is under events. I don't navigate the like homepage too often. Betsy. ProQuest Yokohama, first place. Wow. All right, let's see it. Ashley Southwood. Good for you, Ashley Southwood. Good for you. All right, let's see what Betsy looks like. Y'all done piqued my interest now, so we about to take a look at Betsy here and see what it looks like. It's fairly generic Guardian, but not 100% fatigue. I mean, I feel like the fact that like they're on Chapeau tells me that like this is not just like, can I look at this in a list? Let's look at pictures. It's better for you guys, I guess. We can all see the pictures instead of having to like read the small words. Bastion of Duty? Why Bastion of Duty? Because it has Protect, I guess. Like, is this just better than Stillbraid Buckler, I guess, is the idea? Like, it's just better than Stillbraid Buckler? Okay, so they were on AB2. Ooh, they were on Test of Might and Test of Strength. Okay, they were also on Batter to a Pulp. I mean, to be honest, like, drink them under the table and, like, bet big are not bad cards. You just have to have impactful things you can do with it to, like, make them good. I mean, I don't know. Like, 2 money where your mouth is. I like it. No yellows in the deck. We're on 3 Rouse the Ancients. We're on Clash of Might. Okay, so we are looking to clash quite a bit. Battlefront Bastion makes a lot of sense. 2 Boulder Drop, 2 Chokeslam, 2 Debilitate. Yo, is Captain of the Guard the card that like buffs defense things? While this is defending cards with greater power than the attack they are defending at +1. Yeah. So this is the thing that like blocks really well into aggro decks. Is if they don't want to break the combat chain, this works really well. So I think this is really good. I like Captain of the Guard. It was always a card that I thought was going to be good. I actually wanted to buy foils of it just in case it ended up being better than I thought it was going to be. Why Red Thunderquake? Like, I don't understand Red Thunderquake. Like, shouldn't you just be on, like, Red Debilitate or Chokeslam or something like that over this? Over Thunderquake? I don't know. I'm not sold on Thunderquake. Well, congrats to Ashley for winning a ProQuest on on playing freaking Betsy. That's cool. Betsy's specs are actually very powerful. I agree. The shield is functionally still braid. That's what I thought. That's actually what I thought. So 2 card 10, I guess. Well, it's a 3 card 10, right? Because you get to pitch 2 cards to play it. The 3 card 10. I saw this deck and immediately noticed there's no CNC. Ooh, I didn't even notice that. There was no CNC in that deck. That's wild. That's actually crazy to think about, Kid, because like one of the cooler things you can do in Betsy is go pitch a blue money where your mouth is into Command and Conquer, which is like pretty impactful, I feel like. Maybe for the 3 surges, so the 4 costs. That's very possible. They were probably looking to have like extra like heave targets early on. I would assume they would have played those into blue slot, like Rubble Razor or Rubble Rouser or the new 4 for 6 that like heaves 2 or something like that. I thought they would have been on stuff like that, but I don't know. Who knows? 3 of bet big, 3 of drink 'em under the table, money where your mouth is. The world is healing. I mean, the world is something. That's for sure. The world is something. I will tell you that right now. All right, we're gonna play some LL games tonight, and we're gonna hope that things go well tonight. I did effectively go 3 and 2 or 2 and 3 earlier. I can't really remember which one it is. But had a decent start to practicing. Decent start to practicing Zen and LL. So hopefully we can keep that going tonight. Also, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here and hanging out. I know that LL is not everybody's favorite format, so I appreciate you guys chilling and hanging out while we are practicing and trying to get ready for Worlds. I've been trying to play some of it off camera so that I don't have to bore you guys to death with LL practice and stuff like that. But I'm kind of learning, if I'm being honest, that more people like LL than I thought. I think that more people like LL than I originally thought they would. So it's been pretty cool to find that out. I think this is a second matchup. All right. I mean, they joined and then immediately left. Hmm. Betsy versus Dorinthia finals is wild. Ash said that in the finals he sided out all Betsy spec cards in the final versus Dory. Not a single wager card, just sending 10 every turn was enough. So they were just looking to throw big numbers every turn? That's actually crazy, Insecurity. That's actually crazy. I'm kind of here for it, though. I want to play my girls so badly. Yo, you talking about new Michael? I mean, Michael, you coming to Worlds, right? There's a calling, brother. Come to Worlds. Come to Worlds playing the calling, dog. Most of my locals have been around for a while and wanted to switch up one of our armories to LL. Been a great change and so much fun. I'm going to try and there's a lot of our locals that are going to, to Worlds. So I'm probably going to try and get them to like run an LL armory one night. I'm not sure when. The problem with a lot of my LL decks is like I'm waiting to build it. I don't have a lot of them like together. I have to buy some cards and stuff like that. So you're going to come next year when Worlds is in the EU? Fair enough. Maybe we'll get to hang out then, Michael. That'd be cool. Also think a deck in LL that needs more exploring is Gravy. Belittle, Minnowism, Tipple is kind of scary. Together? Oh, yeah. No, I think Cash-In's insane, right? Cash-In is probably one of the cards that, with all of the heroes that are looking to play gold in LL, I don't really think have been explored enough, I would say. So I did see there was an LL event. I think it was a ProQuest, or I can't remember what it was, but there was an LL event where there was a Victor that was there, and I was like, "Go on, you have my attention." I mean, I don't unless you're playing like Starvo, you just can't beat Prism in LL. There's one this weekend in Houston. Oh, nice. That'll be cool. Is it being streamed? Do you know Himmel? Is it being streamed anywhere? Get ready to see me get cooked by Kano. Dog, I love it. I was cooking up a pretty good Azalea LL deck, but then they unrestricted Warmongers. I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, Azalea just kind of suffers by having 3 Warmongers in the format. Like, it's just an unfortunate downside for her. Official LSS stream? Let's go. I know what I'm doing this weekend other than playing in my ProQuest. Carly's out of town. Carly's leaving Thursday to go to a conference, like a work Carly's got a work thing going on. She'll be in Orlando this weekend. And so, like, Thursday night, I'm hanging out with you guys like I do every Thursday, because Carly's going to be gone. So it's either that or lay in the bed and stare at the wall until I fall asleep, which I'll probably do after I stream. And then Friday, got an armory. Saturday, we got a ProQuest. And the Sunday, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to stream and hang out with you guys on Saturday. I don't know yet, but Carly's gone. So, yeah. Saw Gravy go 6 wide in LL, not in a row, and it looks kind of scary. Yeah, I mean, if Gravy's able to go tall and wide with allies, it's crazy good, right? I wonder how Talk a Big Game is going to play out if all the new Guardian cards are going to work. I mean, are you talking about playing like Lyeth or something? Lazy Chicken, is that what you mean? Want that to happen because I want to finally meet everybody from the US. Oh, hang on, I missed that message. Sorry, brother. You, Majin, whole 3 floating crew, dude. Yeah, that'd be great, man. Meeting people's a lot of fun. Like the community's the best part of this game by far, bar none. I would say. Do I need to like recreate another game here? Look at all this competitive CC. Is this just our game or a different game? Damn it. Nobody wants to play LL. All these crouching tigers and nobody wants to play. Ethan Cumming and it's Dando and Sam O'Byrne on casting. Yo, I love don't get me wrong, I love all of the guys from 3 floating. Like I love Sam, I love Jacob, like I love all the guys from 3 floating. But here is what I will say: Dando is a freaking gem. I love Sam Dando. Love Sam Dando. Most of the stores I played at locally will run 1 LL night a month, which is good. Tie that with 2 CC events and 1 Blitz, probably soon to be Silver Age. That's not bad. This person came back with Prism. This is a very interesting matchup. I've played this matchup twice today. This will be my 3rd Prism game. Feel like there is something with LL and with Lyeth and LL. I mean, if we can figure it out, I'll play it at Worlds. Like, if Lyeth is good in LL, I'll play it. Gravy with no tipple restriction and cash him seems at least viable. No, 100% agree with you, Electrum. 100% agree. I think I just want to play my purple boy this weekend. I mean, Viserai, Viserai is doing well. Viserai is actually not getting cooked by Warmongers because Viserai is one of the few decks that can take a turn off, set up a bunch of rune chants, and then just like keep going with their day, right? Come on, Zach, don't play Lyeth. First off, it's ZACK, Jorge, or George. I don't know. I assume you want to go first to prevent them from going first, probably. Probably the game plan. Do we just want to we don't care about rune chants? Like, are we just on the straight run them over plan? Erase face feels like it's pretty good. I started like a half of a cyborg guide down here on a sticky note. Yeah, against Viserai, we want to go first and we want to erase faces. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and log this in my notes over here so that we can keep track of all of our testing. 10, 14, 25, Viserai, and we are going first. I think I need to make a column for whether we pick to go first or second. I think that's going to be important. I'm tempted to just pitch 2 cards, attack with the weapon, and pass. I mean, I guess I want to run my cards out, right? We want to Arsenal the Belittle, I think. So we're going to go Stick, Descendant Gust Wave, Aspect Tiger or Body, Aspect of Tiger Body, and then Arsenal the Belittle. I think Belittle is probably one of the best Arsenal cards here. Are we trolling and playing Warmongers on turn 0? What do you mean, man? We don't even have Warmongers in our hand. What are you talking about, dog? I'm so confused. Oh, wait. Are the Warmongers in the side of this deck? They are in the sideboard. They're not in the main 60, so I definitely did not bring those in. I'm interested to see how we do without having Warmongers in the main deck. Should be interesting. Yeah, I forgot to board it in. Rutro Raggy. This could be dad. This could be bad. We don't even have Warmongers in the deck. Yeah, I forgot to bring it in. Oh, not a great start to the night. That's okay. That's okay. We got to get the silly stuff out of the way. Let's see. Exactly how I feel about not bringing that in. I mean, maybe we can just run them over, right? They went and got a Malefic incantation? Okay. I mean, our hand's not great. This hits, they make a rune chant, right? So are we just blocking? If we block Maul and Chase the Tail, we have the ability to just go stick into levels of enlightenment for 5. Actually, we could go belittle revealing levels. We could attack with stick, belittle revealing levels. Yeah, I think this is fine. I know, right? Everybody told me Warmongers, and I still forgot it. If you guys have ever wondered why I don't win events, this is it. What does Belittle do? Belittle says, as an additional cost to play Belittle, you may reveal an attack action card with 3 or less base power from your hand. If you do, search your deck for a card called Minnowism and then put it into your hand. We have 2 copies of Blue Minnowism in our deck that we can search for. So we're going to go ahead and take this 6. We're going to fall down to 33. I mean, yeah, I have to say, I don't know that anybody's ever asked me, what does Belittle do? But I get it. Like, some people didn't play then, you know? Some people did not play then. And then we're just going to go levels of enlightenment for +2 draw card. So we get to arsenal something. Like blue 100 wins is fine. Blue Minnowism is a +1, but it is just a blue in our deck most of the time. Ooh, Belittle and Minnowism could have been the first hint at Lyeth. It's very possible. We'd love to draw something that transcends. What the hell does this do? Create a rune chance token equal to the number of non-attack action cards you play this turn. If 3 or more rune chants are created this way, it gets go again. Okay. So it's going to make some rune chants, which is fine. We're going to block with a blue Minnowism. I mean, we just put 1 into the deck, so that's fine. I mean, we're never going to get back to this, right? So we might as well just block with it and keep the Minnowism in the deck so that we can search it up later. And misspelled cards are really cheap right now. I mean, if misspelled cards are cheap, I would say that now's the time to get into LL then, because I think that you can play, I think that you can reliably play both Zen and New in LL. I don't know how good Enigma is in LL. This is where we transcend. If I could! My God. Not being able to transcend is wild. Well, we already can't prevent arcane damage, so this doesn't really matter. I mean, our hand is just stick and 100 wins, right? Like, we're just gonna block 6. Just gotta finish my set of Marvel Transcends. I mean, you can probably do that pretty cheap, right? Oh. Interesting. You always shuffle. It's a very good chance that you see cards again. I mean, sure. Guess I just feel like having both the Minnowisms in the deck is probably just a safer play. I don't think Marvel Chi went down much. I guess that's fair. Belittle is the OG Golden Tipple. That is so true. That is so true. Belittle 2, Gravy Bones, Boogaloo. Amazing. Yep. Undo is fine. Pretty surprised they were willing to give up Sonata on this. Maybe they miss.
Show me what you got.
They hit 2. So they picked Swarming Gloomveil and Amplify the Arknight are added to hand. I mean, we're running out of real estate pretty quick here on what we're able to do with our turns. So, yeah, block with Traverse, right? Right? I mean, are we just blocking here as well to try and stay alive? Like, we're not going to win unless we, like, combo them. So I think we might as well just, like, lean into this. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Misspell Heroes still run the problem of not drawing a chi and possibly losing because of it. Yeah, it's very true. It's very, very true. We could 110% lose because we don't flip a chi. I mean, there's like, I think we run every legal chi in the deck, if I remember correctly. I'm not exactly sure, but me trying to find a chi.
Lizard. Lizard.
This is indeed a sad game. I agree. This has been a very odd game. Blocking with the second cash hit makes sense. Yeah, there's no reason to play the blue 100 wins. We might as well save it so that we can transcend. Okay. Okay, we caught a break. We caught a break. This is what we're looking for. So, do we want to block with this or do we just want to wait? Like, I think we're just going to wait, right? Like, we might be able to, like, stubbies do the whole thing here. Warmongers would be really nice about right now. Listen, man, we haven't drawn one yet, you know? Hang on, I have something for this. Where's it at? I'm still getting used to my soundboard and where all the buttons are. We could have blocked with boots there, but, like, we don't need to, right? Like, this is, like, we can transcend and, like, search up. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should. Like, 4 people said it. Like, 4 people said it, so I guess let's do it. 5K well spent, but thanks, Mekado. Not me cutting the stream off early and crying. All right. So now we get to, like, kind of do the whole thing. It's the classic. Yeah, we're going to, like, stubbies and do the whole thing here, right? So my gut is telling me that we're supposed to lead on Art of War so that we can play grain that tips the scale. So we're going to start here with stubby hammers. We're going to play the 100 wins. We need to play this one second, right? We need to play this one first. Using the money as tissues. All right, so we're going to give this +1. We're going to flip. We're going to gain a resource. We might as well. We're then going to Rising Sun, Setting Moon. we can put the chi on the bottom, because having a blue and having a chi is like virtually the same thing here, right? Because we're only going to need, we can potentially arsenal the blue plunder run if we need to, or play it. But I think this is fine. If we put the chi on the bottom, we're going to get another one back into our hand. And then we have the plunder run as a blue if we need it. We are going to gain a resource. And then we're going to go buff and banish. We're going to banish the Crouching Tiger. Harmony of the Hunt and 100 wins. Blue bonds will let us go get basically anything that we want. I think we have a Chase the Tail line here, if I'm seeing it. I'm pretty sure we have a Chase the Tail line. So we can play this 100 wins just to get some extra value. And then we get to go Descendant Gust Wave, search up the bonds here. I'm trying to like actually think a little bit and make sure we see it, but I'm thinking I see it. And then we get to go Descendant Gust Wave, bonds, get Chase the Tail, play Harmony of the Hunt, because we'll have to pitch our plunder. We'll pitch the chi and the plunder run at this point. And then after we attack, yeah, we should be able to do it all here because we use our resource here. This is one, and then we use one more on Chase the Tail, and then we're able to just go like super wide here. Yeah, so we're going to lead here. I don't think it matters if we play Harmony of the Hunt first. I think we can play it later. I think we can play it later in the turn. Listen, Wyatt told me I had one objective tonight, to not make his deck look bad. We're going to do our best to like actually like sweat a little bit and focus. Because God knows that's not my strong suit. We have to go get the Bonds of Ancestry here. I about got ahead of myself. This is going to be bonds for 4. We're going to banish Chase the Tail. Yeah, we don't want to get Aspect, right? No, we already have the Tigers. We just need to go get Chase because it's more damage. We go get this Chase the Tail. This is 4 go again. I think they're going to have to block with at least 2 cards this turn. And then we do not get to throw the stick. But I can go Tiger for 2. So we need one more resource to be able to throw the stick. I wonder if it's actually worth more to throw the stick as opposed to the Chase the Tail. The aspect of Tiger Body is 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8 with the stick. Or Chase the Tail is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So no, this is definitely more damage. As someone who be across the table from this turn is disgusting. As someone who could play this turn is great. Yeah, so the Chase the Tail's actually just more extra damage here. It's just more. I did not I had to like stop and like physically do the math to make sure that that was correct at first. This doesn't have to be the next thing we play as a Tiger, right? Okay, yeah. So we can play Harmony of the Hunt, and then we're able to play the Tiger. They take 2. Harmony of the Hunt comes in for 5, which is awesome. And then the Tiger is going to come in for 5 as well. So we have a really good turn here that we put together. And the great news is that we still have Traverse and Kasaya to block with. We can just use as value here to be able to block extra damage if we need to. Imagine if we don't block with Boots. Yo, y'all wouldn't try to bully somebody, would you? I'm just kidding. I know you guys are just trying to point out better lines, and I appreciate it. So they have to give a card here. Like, 2 pieces of equipment is not enough. They have to give cards. They go down to 2. Man, the stick would have been awesome here. Are we just playing the Ancestry here? And trying to hit something extra? Yeah, blocking with the boots was actually very important there. I didn't realize how like pivotal that was for the turn because we ended up not having. We wouldn't have had the Descendant Gust Wave. I would have had to banish it. I guess. I mean, I guess technically we could have activated Zen and then banished, but we would have searched up front. So I guess we're gonna play the Harmony and see what happens. I don't know. I think we have to just like try to rip it off the top here. Insane. That's actually just crazy, right? Because now this takes a card, no reveal. This takes a card. Actually, this doesn't technically take a card. They go to 1 if they want to. Okay, well, now this takes a card. And then the Chase the Tail takes a card. Plus the arm piece here. Plus the arm piece on Grasp. No, this is for 5. So this actually takes both their cards. Never mind. We put them to 1 and we took 2 cards. Feels pretty good. Are we supposed to pitch this in Maul? Because Maul's base 1 or less, right? Yeah, so we're not really doing anything impactful here. We're just supposed to draw 2 cards, right? We pitch Minnowism and Maul to just draw 2 cards. I'm not seeing another line. I think we just have to draw 2 cards. So we're just going to pitch like so to draw 2 cards. And we're going to see if we can put something better together. They can't let this hit. So we can go 2 into 3. I guess we're just going to have to throw the stick and then swing 3. And there's no way to give this go again either. Because they can't let this hit or they'd be dead. So we're just going to Arsenal the Tiger Swipe here. We do have to be careful because we have no way to prevent Rune Chance unless we like draw into a way to transcend defensively and then break the chest. But they only have 4 Rune Chance at play and we are at 10. So we do have to be a little careful here though. If we'd kept the Maul, we could have done some pretty dumb stuff there, right? Like we probably could have just ended the game if we keep the Maul. I don't think that's ever something that like we can like actively play towards, but oh, this hand's insane. This hand's actually crazy, right? So this is 3 go again and 4 Rune Chance. So my hand right now, as I see it, is pitch a drop in the ocean for Harmony of the Hunt into attack with Kakara, pitch this to make a tiger, attack with the tiger, swing Tiger Swipe. So we can make a Zen state beforehand. I was going to take the Rune Chance and then like do it afterwards. But I guess if we do it now, we can just get it back and we have the same turn, right? God's Insight's just so broken. And then we just get our chess piece back, or we just get our chi back here. Yeah, this is insane. We have a really, really good turn here. And I don't know how we die through this end state at 10. In fact, I don't. Yeah, they just concede. Okay. So with your all's help, God knows it wasn't me playing that game. With your all's help, we're able to win that first game. You know, honestly, like some of the game, like some of my losses earlier probably just came off the back of me not knowing how to play Zen super well. Let's see. Got the win. Blocked with, what is that called? Stride. Blocked with Stride at the right time for Art of War, thanks to chat. Was able to rip 3 cards from Op when they were at 15 plus. Blocked until we hit our big turn No AB this game. No warmongers this game. I mean, you know, not having warmongers is like not a good thing, but I do think it's worth noting that we did win that game without having warmongers in the deck. Oh, there's a competitive LL thing. Let's do it. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. John Pork. What a name. I played 2 Starvo games earlier. I won one and lost one. So I'm curious to see how this one feels. Like if we're supposed to be on like multiple things here. Yeah, that one turn was really good. I mean, 4 turns with no transcends has happened to me twice already, which I feel like is crazy. I feel like that's not supposed to happen. Hey, pal, what's going on? 34 value turns, not bad, right, guys? Not bad. Okay, so this is definitely an unmovable matchup. Now, I also think this is supposed to be an erase face matchup, right? Because, like, they don't have the ability to fuse if we hit them with this or if we throw this at them. So it gives us a pretty decent turn. The real question is, what do we cut with this? Like, I think we're just supposed to trim on cards. I'm not sure exactly how to sideboard. My gut tells me that we should cut Orion because we're probably not keeping full hands very often. We should cut a Maul and go down to 2. And then there's probably one more card we should look to cut, but I don't know what it is. It's probably a red. Like maybe we only bring in like 2 erase face. I don't know. That just seems wrong to me. Like it just seems wrong. I'm open to like suggestions or ideas from you guys. When it comes to like sideboarding with stuff, maybe we cut a Belittle. I would trim the Mauling Key. Okay. Trim a Mauling Key. I don't hate it. Let's Wyatt says it, let's try it. Yo. I just can't wait for them to like Starvo fuse this and me cry. They're on Barkskin. Interesting. I kind of figured they would be on Tectonic Crust. That's what a lot of people have been playing. You don't want too many cards without Go Again as Enders. That's fair. Are we just pitching an Art of War to stick and then arsenaling here? This looks like this is a very heavy Earth Bravo. They just pitched 2 Earth cards. Maybe I'm supposed to pitch Plunder Run and then Arsenal and Art of War? Because, like, we're not really doing a lot else, right? I mean, we could try to hit something off the top, I guess. Jacob's list is on Barkskin? Jacob who? I mean, we're just trying to generate some value, I guess. Let's just go for it and see what happens. I don't know. Let's just go for it and see what happens. See if we can get some value. I'm pretty content with like pitching one of the Art of Wars, I think. Like us having a double Art of War turn next turn feels pretty improbable. So I'm pretty content with just trying to like play offense in Arsenal one. Oh, Jacob Clements was on it. Okay. Jacob's a very good player. Plus, like with the rate we shuffle, we may just draw into it again. Like who knows? I don't think sandbagging this is correct. I mean, are we just gonna play another Harmony? Is there any world we're supposed to like maybe Art of War this next turn and like go crazy? Feels a little aggressive here. All right, we get a Frostbite. Do we want to play the Minnowism and keep this in the deck actually? Because we can just get value out of the Tiger Swipe here. I mean, it's a little early to be doing that, isn't it? Like we can save that for another turn, right? Like we don't need to go crazy this turn here, right? We can save that for like a full equipment block, right, Kevin? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's correct here. Feels like it might be a little bit of overkill. Boots was needed this aggressively? Feels like a lot, doesn't it? Like this early on. It's LL, just go crazy every turn. You guys are living in another world than I am, that's for sure. I mean, I'm down to play the Art of War. I just assumed we wanted to like save the stuff for another turn, like save the boots for like a turn where we can block with all of it. Because like right here, now we can activate Zen. And like, yeah, we're kind of, we're kind of like playing it a little close to the chest here or whatever, but let's see. So I see an aspect of Tiger body line here that we have. This could also be like a pretty decent like mauling key ending. Ascendant Gust Wave doesn't really fit. I mean, we are going to like Art of War, I guess, so we may not even like have the Tiger Swipe to like really actively do anything with here. Do I want to go get the aspect of Tiger Body this turn just so that we have like something extra to do, I guess? We can like try to generate a tiger for the Tiger Swipe this way. I think I'm going to do that. I think we're just going to go get the aspect of Tiger Body here. You can actively see Zach's Guardian Brain just fried on stream. Dog, that's so accurate. You have no idea how real that is, dude. So Belittle's just actually cracked here, right? Do we just want to Arsenal this? Or do we want to play it after this, maybe? Actually, we're just supposed to play it, right? After we go search up a Minnowism? Yeah, we just get to play this. This is crazy. I mean, so we didn't have a starter. I was kind of just playing to like the chance that we draw one. I honestly, it was just kind of like, maybe like, fuck it, we ball and hope we get there. I was definitely living on the edge there a little bit for sure. So now we get to play this, right? I guess technically we didn't have to play that there. We could have waited. Because we want to play this here. And then we're going to end on the Tiger Swipe here later. Yeah, I wanted to save that to hide information. That was incorrect. They're going to give up the Flexors. Okay. And then it's going to be the Tiger we just made him vanish. Is Zen the top choice? I am thinking about Zen. I honestly don't know if it's my top choice or not. I'm kind of like trying to, work through everything. Let's see. Hang on one second. I feel like that 34-point turn would be like a good short for like new players to watch, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Just play only Fatigue Jarl and both LL and CC. I mean, it would be pretty funny to like play. It would be pretty funny to play. To play like Fatigue. To play Fatigue Jarl and CC and then play Oldhim and LL would be pretty funny, I think. This one's for 3. I feel like Oldhim is like pretty unplayable at LL. Like with CYB, that actually works out so much better for us. I love this so much. Like, what else was I going to do with this Chi? Now, this comes in for 5 with an on-hit effect. I mean, this threatens to make like 3 more Tigers if they let this hit. Okay. I was like, we're threatening like 3 or 4 more Tigers here if this does hit them. Okay. So we chewed through most of their equipment and we have not spent any of ours. So Biting Breeze comes over the top. A couple of Tigers don't really do anything with the Maul. We could lead on Biting Breeze, Kakara, 100 wins, Arsenal the Maul. We could also try to like set up the Biting Breeze in Arsenal. Am I supposed to like block with 2 cards here and just throw this? Maybe that's better. We block with 100 wins and Biting Breeze, pitch the Maul to Tiger Taming Kakara, and then Arsenal the Path Well Traveled so that we have set up. Or maybe we want to Arsenal the Biting Breeze. We could Arsenal the Maul here. I think the Maul is a pretty cool like card to have in Arsenal here. I think it lines up pretty well for what we're trying to do. I don't know. How funny would it be if I played Fatigue, Yarrow, and CZ and played Zen and LL? That would be hilarious. Block with 2? I don't. When you say block with 2, I don't know if that means block with 2 cards or block for 2 power. Like, unfortunately, I'm not able to like know exactly what you meant, Sarant. Unfortunately, just off of like a quick. Oh, all right. I mean, we'll block 3. We'll take a little bit of damage here. What all did they fuse with? They pitched a current funnel. They showed fruits, blizzard, current funnel. So they're probably gonna like arsenal the blizzard, or no, they're just gonna use it to. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. They're gonna attack us for 7. We'll go to 21. That's fine. I mean, we're pretty much just like looking for a big hand here. We're looking for another Art of War to set up. Block with Maul and 100 wins. Send the blue, transcend, look for a 0 cost. Arsenal the Tiger. Arsenaling the Tiger is interesting. I feel like this card has more impact out of our arsenal than the Tiger does. If they want to block with something, that's fine. Ball Lightning and Pulse of Eisenloft. Now that's interesting. Okay. So we put Biting Breeze on the bottom and block 6. Or, I'm sorry. We block 3 and then throw the weapon here. I don't know if I'm playing too passive right now. I mean, I don't really feel like I've had an option the last couple of turns, but okay. They have a Blizzard in their arsenal we're just kind of playing around right now. I feel like this is a good card to like try and buy us back some tempo. This like forces the action a little bit here. Also worth noting that Bark Skin is turned on for whenever like we do come back around. I mean, I'm hoping we draw another Art of War somewhat soon. I feel like drawing 2 and like 8 cards is not like an unreasonable ask. Or I'm sorry, in 8 turns. Because we're coming up on like turn 7 draw here. All right, maybe it is. Maybe it is. God, who knows? We'll just block 6. And then we can just play them all. Oh, the second half is target Crouching Tiger? All right. I think I'm pretty content just arsenaling the Plunder Run here and trying to have this for like a setup turn. All right, well, there's our Art of War. So we're about to do the whole thing here. We need this to not be something super impactful. So it was Pulse of Volthaven and Autumn's Touch. The blue bonds we put back in the deck. So they have a Pulse of Volthaven and an unknown card in hand. Do we need to play around the Frostbite? I think the answer is no, right? I don't think we really care about playing around the Frostbite. I think we lost. I mean, I think we're in an okay spot. It awakens the PTSD from MST in my brain. It's so accurate though, Derek. It's so real, dog. So real. We're about to put a good turn together here. I mean, if it's pulse into like Ice Hammer, it's a little. Oh, it's just regular hammer. So we're just gonna block with our chess piece, and then take 6, go to 2. Hey, John, what's going on, buddy? How are you? I don't think we want to pitch to this. We're just gonna pitch a drop in the ocean, right? Like, we don't have anything to give -1/2 to like set this up. I mean, I'm not saying that we're gonna win this game, but I think that now with this hand, I think we have a shot, right? Yeah, we're gonna pitch a drop in the ocean. We're gonna start with Art of War here. Buff and banish. We pitch this. We're gonna banish the Crouching Tiger. Okay. Interesting. How many likes to watch all my dark TikToks I've sent you live on stream? How many likes? There's not enough likes in the world, dog. Kyle, I love you, brother, but there's not enough likes in the world to make that shit happen. There are 0 aspect of Tiger bodies left in play. This is definitely a Stubby's hand. So we're going to play this to transcend. And we're going to put an aspect of Tiger body back in the deck. Oh, wait, I haven't... Shit. Did I just go over here? Fuck. All right, so we're going to start here. We're going to go buff and banish. We're going to get rid of this. I'm going to do this the right way. We're going to play Plunder Run. You guys tell I didn't play a lot of MST heroes. Put that back in the deck. We're going to activate Zen. We're just going to get the bonds, right? Because the bonds is just like probably the best thing we can be doing this turn. And then we're going to lead on Kakara so that we can go all modes here. Harmony of the Hunt makes an extra tiger, which means we have a Chase the Tail line, because I'm pretty sure there's only one of those out of the deck with the aspect of Tiger Body. Shit. My opponent's going to be ready to kill me. I need to crack Stubbies. They're just respectfully going to have to be mad. Like, I hate to be that way, but drawing into another Chi doesn't really do anything for us. And now, let's see, that was levels. So it's going to be this for 5. Shoo. Sorry, guys. I'm not very good at Zen. This is like a lot of this is like a big learning curve for me. This is 110% just chase the tail. I think this is just the best thing that we have this turn. And then after this, it's going to be Tiger. Right? Because Bond says you may play it this combat chain. Yeah. So we can still play it on the chain, which is nice. We just played a Tiger, which means we can play the Chase the Tail. Works out well. I miss Zen. I mean, I think a lot of people do. I think I'm just bad with the deck. And then it's Harmony of the Hunt. I don't know. In my head, we were going to have more things to do. We're not even going to be able to threaten lethal here, though. I mean, they don't know that, but yeah, unfortunately, we don't have anything else to do this turn. I wish we did. We're just, if they confuse, we're probably just screwed here, which feels kind of bad, but okay. So stir the pot, give this go again, and then they have a Winter's Grasp in hand. So path well traveled, target this, stir the pot, transcend. Are we still just dead here? No, we're gonna go to 1. Oh, I have to play it. Never mind. I'm such an idiot. This doesn't play around dominate. I'm such an idiot. I Oh man, I don't know why in my head. I've been confusing dominate and overpower over the last like little bit there. Our opponent played that game better than I did. If I had been more aggressive early, we might have been in a more favorable position. I don't know. That was like I feel like every time I lose with Zen, it's like my lack of knowledge, not really me. I don't know. I just always like every time I like lose playing this deck, it always feels like it's my fault. I should have used equipment more aggressively earlier in the game to banish Tiger for Art of War. Need to learn to let loose and throw it all the second it pops up with Zen. All right. I mean, I feel like it's good notes for myself, but we're just kind of like working through the deck a little bit here, just like slowly learning the things we need to be doing and stuff like that. So I do appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm sure you guys are probably like having small strokes at home trying to like watch me play a deck I'm not very good with. Yeah, Dominate was still lethalese, unfortunately. The 5 points missing were maybe from arsenaling Maul. That would make a lot of sense. I take it back, Kyle. I take it back. Kyle, also, how are you, buddy? Are you enjoying the blacklist still? We're probably supposed to go first to stop them from going first, if I had to guess. Erase Face and Warmongers is insane. We'll cut a Mauling Key, we'll cut a Maul, and we'll cut the Orion, I guess. I don't know. Like, this is like my go-to card. Should we cut the Sacred Art, maybe? Like, should I leave in the Maul and cut like one of my cheese here? Red has to be her father. Dog, you have so many things to learn about the show. MST busted stream week, something like that. Gotta point out how hard it is to plan different decks all the time. You got it? Oh, how hard it is to play different decks. I do feel like I struggle with playing different decks a lot. Like bouncing around like messes with my mental when I'm like trying to learn decks. because I feel like I spend a little bit of time trying to learn this deck, and then I spend a little bit of time trying to learn this deck, and like it's just kind of all over the place. We did remember Warmongers this game though, so that's good. That's a good start. Are we just arsenaling the 100 wins here? I mean, it kind of feels like we're just arsenaling the 100 wins. Ew. Does not feel like a good hand. Did you know what brings me zen liking the stream? Dude, Donald, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that a whole bunch. Yeah, I guess just like having a blue ready to transcend is pretty solid. I'm pretty surprised they were willing to take 2. They must really like their hand a lot here. Kind of drew into a lot of cheat cards on the pop-off turn. I mean, we did draw into like what I would say are like probably not the best hands that game. But I think that one of the things about playing like an aggro deck like this is learning to like play through the adversity. And you know, like I think that's important. Is like, you know, you kind of learn to play through the adversity and like figure things out. 100 wins, Passover, banish it. Like we're probably just gonna take this damage. And then it's Passover. Yeah, that first hand was rough. I love that Warmongers is back to 3. Sorry, Azalea. Imagine playing it at instant speed during your opponent's turn. I mean, I feel like Icelander's probably like... I feel like Icelander did get a little bit of a bump, right? Like Icelander got a little bit of a bump from the ban. I agree with you very much, Ian. I agree with you very, very much. The mark of a good player is how they convert bad hands. I feel like that's very true. Very, very true. They've not boosted, so this ends their turn, right? Okay. So we want to Arsenal the Plunder run, right? Like, I'm pretty sure we just want to Arsenal the Plunder run here. Hey! Let's go, Kyle, with the 31 months of Prime support. Kyle, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate the 31 months. Yo, the card guy's out here calling LL the sewer format. Or was that Aaron? I mean, he's a card guy. It all counts, right? All right. So, Kyle, thank you for the Prime sub, man. I really appreciate it. Bathtub support in the year of our Lord 2025. Lol. Seen someone turn a blue and 4 transcends card to 30 damage? Yeah, it can be done by somebody better than me. I agree. Okay, so it's 100 wins. I think we have a pretty good hand here if I'm reading this correctly. We get to go Passover. Okay. I can't play cards from hand, right? Can they name Chi? Like, is that something they can name? Wow. Holy shit, that's absurd. So like, what now? All right. Okay. We're gonna have to reevaluate a little bit here. And like this sits in turn for 3 plays. How are we supposed to do anything with this now? So we're not searching for anything. I mean, I don't feel like we can just scoop to this, right? We can't pitch it to the Kasai, right? Like to the Kasaya, we can't pitch it to the Kasaya either. Because we can't pitch it at all. Okay, so play Plunder Run, attack with the stick. We're going to Arsenal the Chi, I guess? I mean, it feels bad, but like, I don't think we can IP this, right? I mean, yeah, our opponent's like definitely rolling hot this game. But that's just kind of like Dio's thing, right? Like Dio just kind of like rolls hot. GG. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna play this one out and hope that like we might be able to draw into something. It does feel really bad. If they had put this to play on their turn, we would have been able to not transcend and like use the blue, right? But instead, we're now stuck with this. Like, and we can't pitch this. We can't like pitch to Kasaya. We can't anything. I think we just have to arsenal this. A gold foil Kadachi for a gold foil Saber. Hey, let's go, Sloth. That's awesome. I mean, yeah, it just sits there forever. But like, I don't think we have another option, right? Because it goes away. We have one turn of not. We have 2 turns of IPing this card. I think we're better off to arsenal it and just not have anything to do. Okay, that into high octane, my dude. Like, chill. Dang, bro. Also, Cusco, what's up, dude? I saw you hanging out in the chat earlier. I know you haven't been around a lot, man, but I'm glad you're here and hanging out with us tonight, dude. Hope you've been doing well, brother. Like I said, this Dio is a luck sack. I mean, yeah, they've had a pretty hot start to this game. That's okay. Double processor, null time zone off the top, and then they had a high octane arsenal. It's gonna be one of those nights. It's gonna be one of those nights, guys. There's like no shot we can fatigue this deck, right? Seems highly impossible. I mean, not impossible, but it seems highly improbable, I guess I should say. Said to meme in the Discord, I will be sure to check it out after this. Yeah, and they just get to draw another card off the top. Yo, high octane and processor goes crazy. Do they have items? They have a red boom grenade. I mean, there went fatiguing them, right? I feel like if there was a format where you get high rolled, I feel like it's LL, right? Like LL feels like the high roll format, I would say. Definitely more so than like anything else I've ever played, because you just kind of get like dumpstered. I mean, you know, sewer format might be interesting. Ian said a game of skill. It's funny. Like they just let that sit there until, man. Were we supposed to wait? I don't think we can ever play around that, right? Yeah, so we're going to 15. Man. I mean, Blitz is like dead though, right? Like Blitz is like unironically dead. Is there any world we are supposed to try and keep the warmongers here? Throw stick and warmongers? Like, is that the play? And then hope that we like draw into some Art of War nonsense next turn? Probably not. Now we're just blocking this. Wait, do they have any items over here? Yeah, they have Techlocore. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Blitz is dead, sadly. Blitz is dead, sadly. All right, we go to 8. They're actually blocking. I mean, not just going to 25 kind of feels oddly like BM a little bit. Man, if we could search up a Chi, we'd be in a pretty good spot. We can't even arsenal the Art of War, so we're just pitching it to stick. Was that off the top of the deck? That was off the top of the deck. They can sign Cold Fools with the top tier Blitz rewards next summer season, so I have to care about it one more time. I mean, I like Blitz. It's a pretty unpopular take, I feel like. Let me rephrase. It is the loudest people in the community don't like Blitz, is what I would say. I feel like there's actually a good part of the community who enjoys Blitz. Either Blaze is going to get a reprint at Rare somewhere, possibly in Gem Pack for Silver Age, or that she will get an Armory deck. That Armory deck would be cool. Yo, we got a big hydrate from Kyle. I will. My cup is empty. Kyle, here in just a minute. I got you, brother.
I'm in danger.
It's exactly how I felt when they put that thing into play. Doesn't that just like bring back all their items? And they get to like do some like horse shit where they gain action points. Yeah, they just get to crank their items again, right? Which is like kind of insane. We'll show this. I don't think I can I can't let the boom grenade hit. We just die. So we're gonna have to use Stride of Reprisal to go get a tiger here, sadly. I don't vibe with Blitz, but I am pretty soft-spoken. I mean, like I always feel like people like that complain about Blitz are just always the loudest. And I feel like because of that, like everybody's just like, oh, like everybody hates Blitz. But it's like not everybody actually hates Blitz. It's just the people who are the loudest that play this game don't like Blitz. Of course, that's generally how it goes. The loudest people are the ones that are always heard. I mean, I'm curious to know how we die this turn. They banished a high octane and played a high octane. If I have to block with equipment to try and stay alive here, which we pretty much do, like if they hit us at all, we're dead with an attack action, right? Because of the boom grenade. How the flying freak do they have 3 action points? Crazy. Draw a card. Sure. I'd love to be able to like block with Kasaya and like pitch a chi this turn or something. High octane probably kills us. I have to take this 2 and go to 3. It's unfortunate, but I have to, I think. Again, like if this hits us, we're just dead. So I also lived through Viserai Blitz meta, which was ridiculous. I remember my first skirmish I ever went to, I died on turn 2. Like my first Blitz game, I sat down playing Dash IE just for fun to like learn the deck. And then my opponent literally just like made 12 rune chants on turn 0, and then I died the next turn. I was like, this is Blitz, huh? I was very unhappy with the format at that time, as you could imagine. Oh, cool. You know, the crazy part is like they only had 9 cards left in their deck. I mean, wow. That was insane. They threatened 34 damage on the second turn of the game. And they threatened 34 damage and they put that thing into play. That's actually kind of crazy. That is kind of insane. Well, I feel like that kind of describes LL, the high rolly format. Charlie, if you're listening to this, will you turn the air on, baby? It's getting warm in here. Loss. Double. processor on their first turn into null time zone off the top during my turn to name Chi and stranded it in my hand. Not sure how to play around that. Now, admittedly, I mentioned that I feel like most of the losses are my fault when we're playing this deck. I don't really feel like that one is like on me. Hey, Colin, what's up, dude? How are you, buddy? Oh, dude. I mean, it's all good. That's LL though, right? Like we're trying to do like crazy stuff in LL, man. Um, but yeah, the null time zone off the top was like kind of insane. That was like I like in my head, I forgot that that is pitch as well, and I was like, oh well, this doesn't really like whatever. And then I was like, oh wait a second, shit, this is awful. So yeah, like that was pretty good off the top of the deck. You were giving me the business a little bit there. Let's try it like this again and see how it feels. I still have yet to be impressed with Maul tonight. I don't know. Like was talking about it earlier with Wyatt, and he was telling me why it's good, but Null Time Zone is unbelievably rude sometimes. That's so funny. Yeah, I believe this is the Colin Erickson from the AGE circuit. We actually got to chat. We actually got to chat and hang out in Kansas City a little bit. Colin's super cool. Colin's a super cool guy. I think Maul kind of sucks. Why is that? Kind of curious about your feelings of the LL format. Do you think this format has skill expression, or largely are you rolling dice? I mean, I definitely think that there is like some skill expression. I think there's some skill expression in LL for sure. I mean, I this sounds kind of hateful, and I don't mean it to sound this way, but like, I think you're a little naive if like you don't think that like there's skill expression. Like that's flesh and blood in general. Like it is a very very high skill game. So like in my head, like there's that in every format. Which like again, I'm sorry if that sounds rude. I don't really know how else to like dress that up though. But like this is definitely one of the more high rolly formats. That's for sure. This definitely feels like a more high rolly format. I've watched almost every one of Colin's Kasai games on stream. Is Chris on Runeblade Dio? Chris picks his decks like 2 days before the tournaments. That's funny. When this hits opt 1, what does our hand look like? Our hand's pretty good, right? So we get to play Biting Breeze, and we get to transcend, gain. We're probably just like getting a red 100 wins, right? And then it's going to be. So we're going to go Biting Breeze, Grain that tips the scale. We will get a. Since we have this, do we want to go get the aspect? Or maybe we want to block with the blue bonds. I just don't feel like I feel like we should pitch the blue bonds, right? So we throw the Biting Breeze. We play grain that tips the scale. If we hit with the Biting Breeze, we are able to use the Tiger instead of going to go get the red one, like the aspect of Tiger Mind or whatever the heck it's called, or body. Yeah, this is fine. And then we can just like play the 100 wins. It all depends on how that first chain link goes, though, I think. People would say Legacy Modern is more skill intensive than Standard. Was wondering if Ooh, interesting. Now that's an interesting question, Joey. I think that the way the formats are set up, I think CC is a more skill expressive format. This is going to be an item off the top of the deck, right? Like it's got to be. What? I am very, very confused by what just happened. Locally, we call LL Big Boy Blitz. You know, honestly, I don't hate that. It's kind of funny. So now that we have the extra tiger, we have the ability to go get a red 100 wins. So we can go 100 wins. So we get to pitch bonds to go stick. And then it's 100 wins, get a tiger, 100 wins, tiger, chase the tail, tiger. And then we have all of this set up for like our dummy big boy turn. Just being lighthearted about it. I think that's good though, right? Actually, was I supposed to go get... I guess I still could technically. Like, I could go get Mauling Key here. Like, I don't have to get 100 wins. I mean, we have the resource available, and Mauling Key... let's see. We could also get, like, Tiger Swipe if we wanted to. Doesn't really, like, add any, like, extra value to the turn. But we were going to get 100 wins, which is just for 4, or this is for 5/6. Yeah, so I should have waited to do this. This was a mistake. And then we're going to use the one from Arsenal. Yeah, I think I'm giving up information too far ahead of time. I am not mapping out my turns enough, and therefore I am giving up the knowledge of like what I should be trying to do. Yo, are they on 0 to 50? And so I'm giving up more knowledge about my turns than I should be, I think. All right, so we put our opponent down to 20. I mean, if we rip into an Art of War, oh, I bet they were under the Warmongers last turn, so they might not have been able to do anything cool. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. They want to gain an action point already? They have high octane. Like, why would you break that now? I don't know. That's interesting. Did I write down that we're playing against another Dio on our testing sheet? I did not. Dash IO, and we're going second. Oh my god, is that Toma Fandle? Uh-oh.
I'm in danger.
I'm sorry. Our opponent just hit us with Toma Fandle and Art of War. Yo, we're cooked. Oh my god! Oh! Please, somebody help us. I beg you. Please, save us. Our opponent has played a high octane, 3 Art of Wars, and a Stubby Hammers. And they've activated Stubbies? What is this? Whenever you boost, scan a resource? Let me tell you, I have said that like we are cooked a couple of times before during the stream, but like let me tell you, when I say we're cooked, I mean we are cooked. If this is like a high octane, we're so or I'm sorry, if this is a oh, and they hit Cerebellum off the top. Classic. Dog. So it looks like we just found my new LL deck. It's Art of War Dio combo nonsense. This is a deck I would play in LL. They have 4 action points. Oh my god. Um The crazy part's this still for 6. Like, this is lethal. I don't know if there's a hand where we're able to survive after this. Is this our banish zone? I wonder if we were supposed to block like this and then try to prevent some damage. So we go to 9. We go to 7. All right, so we're going to be at 3. Yeah. Yeah, Joey, your question poses a little bit more of an interesting debate now. That was wild. And I do not mean that in a good way. Like, I mean, we're gonna start. We're gonna try and hang on here. We're gonna try and hang on. Eh.
Got him!
I I sent a message and I said I would tell you that I have a family, but after this I had a family. I said, Jesus fam. And then he just said my family now. What a W opponent. I guess we're still gonna try and do like Art of War stuff. Like we're gonna try. I make zero promises of what's gonna like happen here, but we're gonna try. So we're gonna take 1 and go to 2. We cannot pitch the chi, right? Like, so this is fine. We're gonna go buff and banish. I don't know like what the plan is here. Like, are we just gonna like rip the ancestral harmony and like pray to God that we hit something insane off the top? Like, what's insane? 100 wins? I don't think we have a better choice. The second Tiger Swipe ain't it, Chief. It ain't it, Chief. We're just gonna do the whole thing here. And I mean, we're hoping. We're hoping. We're gonna come in for 6. On hit, we draw a card. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then this is what. I mean, we're about to be 0-2 in the Dio this game so far tonight. You know, maybe needles aren't that bad. Oh man. We're gonna have to hope the Zen State does some serious work this turn. Dog. My opponent's on all the juice. Like, all the juice. Time to add wax on, wax off? I mean, really. Against something like this, you kind of have to. How do they still have 4 cards in hand? I'm kidding. I understand logically, but like, they haven't even put anything into play for us to like get value off of Zen State with. Oh no, even more chi. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, I think they can just name anything at this point. I really wish they would attack with like a breakpoint so that we could get value out of this freaking Zen State. I mean, we take one and then we're just dead to the gun now. Like, they don't have to have anything else. Are they on max Vs too? Have we seen a max V yet? I don't think they're on max Vs. I think they've cut max V. All juice, no pulp. I mean, from this person's deck, yes. Their average AVPT was 20.75, and they threatened 41 damage. As much as like normally I would ask for their deck list, they're not going to get a choice. We're playing on Talishar, which is like open source. I can just look at their deck if I want to. They're on 3 tomes and 3 Art of Wars. And their plan is literally just to set up high octane and do dumb stuff. They're on optical monocle? Really? They're playing like a Cheerios deck. Like, the only resources you're pitching into are high octane, Art of War, and Tome. Everything else is a 0-cost attack. Penetration scripts as well. System reset is also very interesting. That was a loss. Op was on Art of War. And Tome of Fiendel. No max Vs in the list. Just a crazy combo deck that was on all the juice. Now, to be fair, that is the second time we have literally just straight up lost to the we have straight up lost to the I can't remember what it's called right now. I cannot remember what it's called right now. Null Time Zone. We've just lost to Null Time Zone twice. System reset, it was crazy there. But like Null Time Zone, off the top against the first Stashio, and then now from hand on our combo turn was just nuts. You want Monocle so you can dodge the boost misses? Yeah, I guess that's true. We can put the misses on the bottom that way. That was a wild game. Who needs max V? Who needs max V? That was absolutely insane. Guys, I got to use the bathroom here before we play some more games. So we're going to take like a short break, like 2 minutes, run to the bathroom, get some more water. And when I come back, we're going to be playing more Zen and LL. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water. That was not water.
Here, have some water.
I was lied to. The lies. Yo, only 4 cups? Listen at this man. That is 4 full cups, Cusco. This fucking guy, bro. This fucking guy. What? Rookie numbers? Bro, Cusco's out here. Look, this motherfucker's just sitting over there with a pot of sauce going, oh yeah, I'm stirring that shit up, baby. I'm stirring it up. Oh my God, we're going crazy tonight. This is as close as I'm ever going to get to going Super Saiyan right now. So I just need you all to know how, like, back-to-back Command and Conquer Pummel turns in back-to-back games. And you know what?
Just like Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm not fucking leaving. That's right. This is the kind of content we're looking for right here. The fab tutorials that blow your mind. Blow your mind. The recipe is literally just vodka and Sprite and some Mio. You know, the water flavoring things. You know, like the little like squirt. You like squirt the little water in. You squirt the little juice in the water, and then it's like, oh, num 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 num. This is so good. That's what it is. That's the secret sauce. I just crammed them all in my mouth. My God, this hand is dog water. Absolute dog water. I lied. You definitely did. It's your friends that you trust the most that hurt you. Can't even get my words out without laughing. Fuck. Dude, Call of Duty? Bro, dude, I'm good. I'm not, dude, I'm not even that drunk, Diablo. Dude. Ugh. Make you want to kick a fat kid at Kmart, you know what I'm saying? Am I like, you know, who's your daddy when I walk into a room? No, absolutely not. Oh yeah, yeah. The more tired I get, the more the accent shines. The accent shines. I deserve 5 for the joke and pour 1 out for my future kid's college chances. Hope he's good at football. Kyle's killing me right now. Kyle just gets my sense of humor. Oh my God. My face is numb. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water. That was not water.
Oh, here, have some water.
I was lied to. The lies. Yo, only 4 cups? Listen at this man. That is 4 full cups, Cusco.
Okay, short break, and we're back. You gonna stick with Zen, or you gonna swap the Cheerios Dio? I mean, listen, that deck looked really cool. I'm not gonna lie, that deck grabbed my attention quite a bit. That deck was really cool. Austin? Oh, I was the Dio. I sent you my list on Discord if you need it. Austin, thank you. I appreciate that. Your deck was by far the coolest Dio deck I've ever seen. I have to ask, like, you know, like how the deck does for you into a deck like New or like Starvo or something like that. Like, I would be curious to, like, New's probably one of your worst matchups if I had to guess. Oh, I never posted the Zen deck we're playing tonight in the Discord. I've been, like, really forgetting to do stuff like that. Not as much lately. Let's see. Stream deck lists. LL Zen. Let's go ahead and post this in the Discord so that everybody has it. At least everybody who gives a shit about the deck. All right. We are playing against Dromai. Like, do we just want a bunch of poppers in the deck? Like, do we want to be on a bunch of poppers, or do we want to be on a few poppers? I guess is like what I'm wondering here. Does this matter? Amnesia probably matters, right? Because they have to have Ash tokens. Yeah, I don't know. Blanche probably matters quite a bit. Let's play these two, and then let's cut a maul, and let's cut a mauling key, and like see how it feels. New is kind of hard. I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense. At least from like how I like see the game, that makes a lot of sense. Like, you struggle into a deck that offers a lot of disruption. So our hand blocks a literal donut hole. We are not able to block with this hand. Yeah, Blanche hits Flamescale Furnace. Blanche hits quite a few things, right? Makes me very sad that this is our hand. Makes me very sad this is our hand. I mean, we could just like try to play the Art of War and do some stuff here. I don't hate the idea of like going stir the pot. We have to pitch both the Art of Wars though, don't we? To be able to make that happen. So we're not able to play the Art of War. I don't know. This hand is really bad. I'm curious to know what they name here. Because like honestly, this is crazy bad. If they name Art of War, I wouldn't be that surprised. Crouching Tiger is the named card. That's less surprising to me. I'm going to swing this and we're going to Arsenal Art of War and pass here. Did you insult the Talishar dev? The algorithm thinks so. I mean, I got to tell you, I must have insulted Aegisworn the other night when they were hanging out in the chat because this has been wild. Did we just transcend? Actually, we're supposed to just transcend here, right? If you've played another blue this turn, choose 3, otherwise choose 1. Yeah, we're just going to transcend. And then we will gain a resource. Yeah, this makes this in our hand, I guess, which is pretty bad. But we're just going to go get the 1 for 5 that does stuff here. Wherever it's at. I have lost it. Mauling Key. Normally I can find the art pretty fast. There it is. It's right up front. So we're just going to throw this, and then we'll just Arsenal the Art of War here and just set up. That hand wasn't great, but it's okay. I think, honestly, we're not in, like, a terrible spot. Like, it's pretty early on. As long as we're able to find some, like, pretty good stuff here, we can probably make something happen. I'm honestly tempted to Arsenal the Crouching Tiger and save the Art of War in hand in case they hit us with, like, a CNC, which is, like, known to be, like, you know, like, one of the things. Like, one of the bigger disruption pieces that they play. Probably should have kept the Rabble, right? Like, the Rabble's just, like, extra value here. Like, if nothing else, it is literally just a 0 for 4 on top of your hand. So I'm a little surprised they did this. We should have just kept the Art of War. You would have just kept both the Art of Wars. I guess we could have just transcended. Yeah, we could have just transcended and passed, I guess. All right. I mean, we're probably just supposed to do the whole thing here, right? And just go crazy. We could have had... Oh, because we would have just kept the... block with boots and send them to Jesus. I like that. That's funny. Yeah, I guess we'll just take 4. I mean, we're going to block with Traverse and Stride here. Just waiting to see, like... I was waiting to try and block the CNC. We're over blocking, but I think it's fine, right? We could leave the boots and like just go get our chi and then banish this, but I think the Maul works very well with this. Like this feels like a good Maul turn. To just be able to like do some nonsense with the Maul. All right. Killing allies with Tiger Swipe is pretty cool. That seems pretty sweet. We're gonna pitch the Ancestral Harmony. We're gonna buff and banish, and we're gonna banish the Crouching Tiger. Descendant Gustwave seems like an okay arsenal here. Because we don't really want to like be giving that up this turn. But if this is just like our crazy turn, then maybe we do. Yeah, we definitely need a stubby. We don't have anything we can search up here. So like we don't have anything that we can like bonds to search up here. Which means I think we're better off. Yeah, I wish we did. So I think we're just gonna lead on the belittle. We're gonna reveal a Crouching Tiger, which is fine. Because we're gonna play it, that's no problem. We're gonna search up this Minnowism. I mean, if shit really hits the fan, we'll just play one. On the Horizon's interesting. Look at the top card. Okay, just getting a little bit more information here, I guess. Yeah, I think we're just gonna swipe and kill the we're just gonna swipe to kill the mirror guy here. So this is going to be we're gonna play the Minnowism, I guess. We can play the Minnowism after this. Like we can play it before, we can play it after. You run blue Descendant in red bonds? Interesting. I mean, blocking with Stonewall Gauntlet would actually just not be the end of the world, right? Like, that would be kind of fine with me. Because we just play Maul, and it says you can play them this turn, right? Yeah, like, that's totally okay with me. If they block with Stonewall Gauntlet, I'm 100% breaking the combat chain here. Like, if they block with Stonewall Gauntlet, we might as well, right? We get to attack them for 2 with this swipe. Or, I'm sorry, with the Crouching Tiger. Yeah, if they would have blocked gauntlets on the first one, I would have. We can't block the gauntlet here, sadly. Tiger Swipe still comes at the mirror guy for plenty here. And this says you can play them this turn. I'm pretty sure that says this. You may play them this turn. So now we're going to break the combat chain. We're going to play Minnowism. And then it's going to be 3 into 2. Yeah, swipe killing the, like them blocking one before the swipe was perfect. Because now whenever we like flip into a chi or something with the gust wave, we're now free to just like bonds away pretty much anything we want to, which is great. Like bonds just get so much more value now. Curious to know what they kept. All right, we got rid of a lot of their equipment here. Holy cow. I mean, I guess we'll just take 4. Play both of these Artivores here and just go crazy. Or at least I say that try to go crazy. Do we want to try and arsenal one of the Artivores? Or is it like actually just go bananas? And we can actually just throw the Biting Breeze at the Kyloria. Them pitching Essence of Ancestry Body, they should have just played that. They should have just played that out, I think. Like, I think that's just better for them to play it. Oh, wow. They drew into a Chromai. They decided they'd rather Arsenal. Okay. So, I mean, we can't throw the Biting Breeze at this, right? And banish to draw some cards. Like, we don't have the ability in your banish zone. I think the levels of Enlightenment is better for second cycle, if it matters at all. So we're going to go buff and banish. We're going to banish Biting Breeze. We now do not have the ability to like transcend or do anything. God. Was I supposed to keep one of the blues in hand? Like, I don't feel like that's correct. I don't feel like we're supposed to keep one of the blues in hand. Man, that sucks. Sounds kind of weird, but I feel like having double Artivore there was actually not that good. We're going to kill the Kyloria with the Maul. We're going to Arsenal the Grain that tips the scale and leave the Artivore in hand. I do not like being down, especially when they have a Chromai in hand. Feels pretty bad. The sand's also not very good. I don't know. Because of it has to be a buff, we're like struggling to play a blue and transcend here. Also, not seen a popper yet. And I don't feel like we can just give up the Artivore. I feel like we're looking to like get major value out of the Artivore. Are we just blocking 5 to prevent them from like doing something crazy and then pitching Plunder Run to Kakara? They've pitched 2 Command and Conquers now. This is the second CNC they've pitched. So we're able to just kill the Kyloria and then play the Grain that tips the scale. I mean, putting that into play just leaves you off of Ash for next turn, so it's probably just correct to Arsenal it, right? Are we supposed to play this, or are we just supposed to save it and hope that we actually draw a hand that allows us to transcend? I don't know. I guess let's IP and set up again. Okay. We can get rid of the tiger off of the Zen activation this turn. I mean, we have a pretty decent hand if we're able to keep it, right? Like, this hand feels okay if we're able to keep it. The next hand will transcend trust. Valk, I appreciate that. I appreciate the confidence you have in the Talishar Shuffler tonight, because I'm going to be honest, I do not have it. I do not have faith in the Talishar Shuffler right now. I'm being honest. I don't have faith in the I do not have faith in the Talishar Shuffler at all right now. Also, don't have much like faith in my ability to play this deck very well, so that's also like not helping things. They can only play Draconic cards, which like, dude, 3 Kylorias in 5 turns. Wow. I mean, sure, you're getting a card this time around, dog. 3 Kylorias in 5 turns is pretty impressive. Okay. They're just interested in getting as much like in play as they can. They don't want to save an Ash for the Asvalai in their arsenal or for something else. We go to 10 and they can't throw the Asvalai at us, so they're just going to pass. I mean, them activating Caloria to attack me in extra time is honestly like not a bad play. Attack them or attack Caloria? It's probably just attack Caloria, right? We'll just go ahead and do both, I guess. We'll put one of the Tiger Swipes back in our deck. I feel like we might as well gain resources. And we'll just go ahead and search up the art of aspect of Tiger Body. And then we get to go buff and banish. Banish the Crouching Tiger. And then it's attack them for 3. Not the most promising start to our like breakout turn to try and put us in the lead here, but not bad. Biting Breeze. Is going to go with the Chrome Eye. Biting Breeze helps us get this off the board. We make a Tiger. It's going to be stick at them. I'm worried we're just too low at this point. That if they have like a functioning hand, I'm worried we're like too low. It's crazy how like, I don't know. Like it just feels like we're so reliant on transcending with this deck. And if we don't, we're just in such a bad spot. And then chase the tail at them for 5. Like the crazy part is like once you transcend and like you find an Art of War, you're able to put together like these like crazy 30-point turn cycles that just do so much. They're insane. And then this comes in for 4. We make a Crouching Tiger. The Crouching Tiger comes in for 4. And so, like, even if they keep 2 cards in their arsenal, like, no, they're just blocking. And I don't really know why they're blocking. Like, if they have a functioning hand, they should just, like, keep their hand, right? So we're going to essentially take 4 this turn, go to 6. All right, so we're at 6. We know they have an Asvali in their arsenal. Are they just planning on, like... I'm thinking they're just planning on, like, trying to get us low enough to kill us with the arcane damage is kind of where they're at. I feel like that's what they're, like, trying to do. Make a Crouching Tiger, and then this would be a great place to have that other Mauling key. Tiger Swipe is just a 0 for 4 here, I guess. Do we want to save? There's one more Tiger Swipe, so I guess that's fine. Actually, no, Tiger Swipe doesn't even work, does it? Because we have to go Tiger, Pouncing Key. So I guess we're just better off to go get, like, the 100 wins and throw it at one of the Ashwings here. So we're going to go Tiger here to kill this. And then it's going to be 2 at them. And then the 100 wins is going to kill one of, like, the other Ashwings. And we'll see what they have going on. How have we played all 3 Ardivores in a 7-turn game and our opponent's at 20? Like, how? That's just, wow. It's crazy to think about to me. That's true. The second Ardivore whiff was, like, not great for us. They're going to leave 1 in play. I don't think I can pitch a Chi to play this. I think we're pretty forced into, like, activating Kasaya here and then trying to throw, like, Amnesia. We throw Amnesia at them. Or, like, I guess we could, like, pop their turn and end it, right? Like, this ends their turn. And we can try to, like, get aggressive here with the Orion. I don't know. Wow, is this hand, like, actually crazy good? This hand feels like it's actually pretty solid. So we get to make a Tiger. I mean, this is for 0, so it doesn't matter. And then Chase the Tail for 4. We get to clear the Asvali. And just try to push some damage. Man, On the Horizon is like randomly really good. On the Horizon actually looks really good in Dromai. Interesting. I mean, we have a few poppers in our deck, right? Was there any value? Oh, you're talking about the turn where like they played the Rabble? Yeah, we could have like tried to just like popped Kasaya, which would have gotten us more value. I don't know. I'm interested in like seeing how this plays out, considering that, you know, we have 4 more poppers in our deck. Now, granted, we're shuffling a lot of times, so it doesn't really matter. We're probably just going to go to 4 and see what else they do. What if we just like block 3, take 2, go to 2, and then we go stick at one of the Ash Wings, 3 into 4 at them? Seems okay. Or we could go 3 into 4 at them and Arsenal a drop in the ocean and try to set up the Kasaya activation, which might be better. I think that might be a little bit of a better line here. I don't know. If they just like blind name 100 wins, then we just cry. I'm probably supposed to block 5 and throw 100 wins for 3. It's just like the difference between blocking 2 and throwing 4 is so bad. But I guess when we're at 3, I'm sorry, I guess when we're at 4, we don't really have that luxury of deciding how we want to play this out. Plus, having 4 more poppers means that like we always have like this like weird ability to just like end the game on the spot. Ooh, Loyalty Beyond the Grave actually seems really good in this deck. I had not considered that card being that good. But it does seem very, very impactful, actually. There's a lot of defensive cards in their deck. I think they came ready for a longer game. Yo, having 2 poppers here is actually kind of insane, right? I think giving up both the poppers is really impactful. We could go to 1 in Arsenal Harmony to hunt. Because now we get to go... Oh, they just want to make another Ash? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I was like, what? I think this is, I was like, I mean, if they want to leave me with that, then like I'm more than happy to keep that in hand. Opponent apologizes. I completely understand. Yeah, this is a very, very like defensive variation of the deck. We get to lead on stick. Stick at them. Harmony of the Hunt at them, and then send the Tiger at the Ether Ashwing. Well, second Loyalty Beyond the Grave does not bode very well for us. You know, it's funny, but if they hadn't been on so many defensive cards, they probably would have won this game already. Now, granted, I don't think they're probably not very used to like being far ahead in this matchup. This is probably a matchup where they're fighting for their breath, like to stay, like they're fighting to like tread water most of the time to stay alive. I don't know. They do decide to draw an extra card. What does this say? Opponents can't. Well, I'd like to just be able to read the attack. Can't play or activate abilities during your turn, so we just get to do this. I mean, this is pretty good. Are we supposed to grip it and rip it right here? Like, are we supposed to, like, Harmony off the top? Like, play Harmony and try to go crazy? Are there any Gust Waves left in our deck? There are. I mean, this hand feels pretty good. So we get to go Levels of Enlightenment, pitching Harmony, give this -1 in response. We might as well gain a resource. I don't really think it matters. And then we get to activate this, and we're going to search for the last Descendant Gust Wave. And we're going to go draw a card, go again. Amnesia is actually a very, very good ender. Because it means that Ash no longer has tokens, and I think that target Ash, and if it doesn't have its name, it's not an Ash, I guess. Right? Or maybe it is an Ash because of the subtext. I don't know if Amnesia is any good or if it's just a popper here. Like, Amnesia could just be a popper here, but... What is left in our deck? There's an Aspect of Tiger Body we could go get. Doesn't help us too much. We could go get the last 100 wins if we wanted to. I mean, we have a few options here. This turn feels like it ended up being not bad, considering all things here. Last Loyalty Beyond the Grave. All right. Last 100 wins. Last 100 wins is just an extra 0 for 3. We could do Tiger Swipe. I think there is... Tiger Swipe. Where's it at? Down here at the bottom. Yeah, there's 2 copies of that left. It doesn't really get any extra value here, but... Aspect won't have go again. You are correct. I think it's just Tiger Swipe, right? We go get an extra copy of this. And then we're going to go Tiger for 0, Tiger Swipe for 4 into Amnesia. Yo, Wyatt, you'll know the answer to this question. Does Amnesia actually stop them from like having the Ash to target, or does it matter at all? Like, since they lose their names, they're not able to invoke, right? I very much so get like Amnesia and these other things confused. I'm genuinely curious. Because I don't know. Invoke has to target Ash. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. This has been a wild game. I feel like this last turn has shown, like, this last turn has kind of shown the raw power level of Zen. And up until then, like, we haven't really showcased it very well. All right, well, this is a... Is it because it has Ash at the bottom? I guess. That is very unfortunate. I think Ash is Ash because of the subtype, not name. Think of Dust. Okay, so Ash is a subtype, so it does not save us. So, how is the most effective way to play this turn? If I block with Plunder Run and Kasaya here, I can blow up Kasaya in the resolution step. Or I guess in the damage step, technically. We do it when damage is applied. And then we pitch the Chi to get the extra prevention here. And then this way the Asvalai puts us to 1. Yeah, that Amnesia, like... So the Amnesia would have been really good in hand this turn, right? Because we would have had... Yeah, like... Knowing the way that that plays out, that would have been so much better if we'd have had it in hand as like a popper. Would have been really good. I mean, obviously, like, now we know that, but not knowing that, I think playing the Amnesia was the best play. I mean, that's fine. Oh, they're targeting their Chromai to attack an additional time? I mean, that's fine. We're just going to block, and then we're going to kill the Chromai. And then we're going to hope for a popper that can shut their turn down. Hopefully they don't draw into, like, Rabbles or, like, a bunch of Go Again or anything. We're just hoping to be able to get the Chromai off the board and then use Zen State to block effectively. No poppers and 2 cheese means we are like super cooked here. We are super cooked this turn. Oh yeah, we are capital C cooked. Actually, we're not dead here yet, right? Like nothing they have on the board actually kills us. God, I would love to be able to keep this card. Having to block with that feels so bad. And now we're dead. I mean, crazy parts, if we had another 3 block, it wouldn't be bad. Like, we could try to pressure them. Drawing all that chi there was really bad. Yeah, so our best turn of the game was we threatened 20 points, and that was with an Art of War. And we threatened 17 on a turn with no Art of War. So I can't tell if our draws were really bad at the start of that, or if that was like one of those... If that was one of those, like, turns where, like, I just kind of, like, started piecing the deck together better towards the end of the night. I don't know. So, let's see. Had a chance to keep double Art of War and pitched one early instead of just keeping it to play the following turn. Not sure if we win there, but that would have drastically put us in a better spot. Oh, can't type tonight. In a better spot. Okay. So let's see. We're 10 games into Zen so far, and I'm 3-7. Now, I honestly feel like most of that 3-7 is like me just like playing very poorly. I don't know. Like, I feel like most of the 3-7 is me playing very poorly. Like, I feel like I'm starting to piece the deck together. Like, in my head, I'm starting to piece it together more as I continue to play the deck. The sideboard and a lot of the tech pieces continued to feel good throughout the night. And like that, the turn where we threw 17 with no Art of War, that turn speaks to me a lot as like one of the better turns that like, we had throughout the night. Without like doing the Art of War stubbies nonsense. So I don't know. This is something I need to work on. Like, I think we're probably going to have like an LL week where I do nothing but play LL and like practice like the 3 decks that I'm working on. Because like right now I have 10 games on Zen this week. I played 4 games of New this week, but I've spent a lot of my time in CC this week with what I've been working on. So I think we just have some stuff to like work on and like try to figure out. I will say it does speak to the fact that like we almost won that game against Stromae. Felt pretty good there. I don't know. If I'd played better at the beginning, we'd probably end up winning that game. So I don't know. Something to note. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here tonight. I appreciate you guys chilling while we are practicing LL. I am going to start working on the I'm going to start working on the recap video for tomorrow so we can talk about all my games, everything I've learned from this week and what's going on. So we're going to cut the stream off about 15 minutes early so I can start working on my week 4 recap video that comes out tomorrow. Don't forget, if you're a YouTube member, it comes out pretty early in the morning. I'd like to give you guys early access to stuff like that. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Let's see, Martin. Want me to send you my Zen skirmish list? Needs updated because it has needles. Yeah, sure. I'll check it out and see like what it looks like for sure, man. Like definitely worth looking at it. I appreciate it, man. It means a lot. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here tonight. No stream tomorrow. It's Wednesday. Carly and I are hanging out, and then we'll be back on Thursday. Probably playing CC, but we might be playing more LL after tonight's stream. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Take it easy, guys.